Okay, so we're gonna talk about something right quick because it's about to rain, and I'm gonna get up in here so that I could be protected when I talk about what I gotta talk about. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's see. In his mouth. Okay, we good. All right, I am protected. All right, we're gonna talk about you did the outcome of things. Now this is the very size of the hole that went into Brother King right here. Now, the assassination of Dr. King, let's look at assassination and murder. An assassination is when someone has a problem with everybody you look like, but yet you're the only one that gets hit in a crowd of people. Now murder is when you disrespected a person and that person is looking to kill you for it. An assassination is done when someone ain't done nothing at all. And like I said, you're the only one that gets struck out of all the people you're around. Let's see, Tupac. Tupac got hit in a car full of people. The only one to get struck when his whole entourage was labeled as, you know, what I'm saying? They all went in there as a group. Biggie got hit. The only one. And I know one thing about a California drive-by. A California drive-by is there's no favoritism when it comes to it. Even little children get hit by bullets. But you know, when it comes to it, you know, I've seen a couple of crime scenes before. You know what I'm saying? I never seen none of them that never had any blood anywhere. The Tupac shooting didn't have no blood on the scene, nowhere. They said he got struck like that, point blank range and stuff. No splatter. Not even Biggie. No splatter. I don't know. But hey, don't mind me. I'm really not that type of person. See, I'll be on some straitjacket stuff. You don't really want to pay too much attention to me. You'll get caught up in the straitjacket. You know what I'm saying? But that's the gospel. The gospel make you look crazy because you tell the truth. It's that difficult to deal with when it comes to telling the truth. You know, you don't have the answers to it. You don't have the answer at all, but it sounds crazy coming from a person that's religious. Or if you want to call me religious. Yesterday we was talking about the voodoo. Now they gave it a name voodoo, which I believe voodoo just most likely means spells. I don't know. But they gave it a name voodoo, but this is something that's been practiced throughout history. You know what I'm saying? If you look at the gospel, compare it with voodoo, you'll see that the both are similar. One thing you don't hear about voodoo, you know what I'm saying, is that they celebrate Christmas. The things that they say don't do in the Bible. Now that's voodoo. If you really want to know, that's a spell of its own. That's an assassination also. But yeah, you know, Let's look at this deal with the mandrake. You got this human plant, and this boy was born after cooking this plant. You know, put this boy in some water. They put that plant in some water, cooked it up with some spells. They put a pinch of this and a pinch of that, and all that type of stuff, and it came out. And guess what? They tasted it. You know what I'm saying? Is that not what they do when a witch make a brew? And like I said, you know, they want to call a woman a witch because she knows more than a man did and was demonized for it. All right, so I mean, you know, if you do your homework, you do your comparison, you will see that what's scary is that you don't understand. That's what makes it scary. You don't have no understandings at all about true religion, real worship. You just don't. A lot of people got killed from doing too much. And here you are dying from not doing enough. But you sit back and you make fun and you point fingers and joke about people that's doing the right thing, trying to kill the demon. But you help kill the angel. This is where it ends. You don't have no answers to life. The only thing you have an answer to is the curse. That's the only thing you practice, is how to keep God mad and keep this curse going. That's all you have the answer to, is destruction. You don't have the answer to wisdom. You don't have the answer to anything that can seriously help the world heal. Everybody just think that it's going to come together again on its own. And life is going to continue to go on in a new fashion. No, not. See, you've been reading too many comic books. You've been out of space too much. You've been living out there too much. You accomplished going out of space within a matter of a couple of decades. You know what I'm saying? It killed half of the planet doing it. You took half of the planet with it. And you claim that you are wise? Well, hell, I go to jail from just throwing trash on the ground. You mean to tell me y'all could get away scot-free killing the whole damn planet? Man, look here, man. I'm gonna tell you something, bro. The word of God comes to life. And they don't believe it until it hits them right in the face. Everything that he said came after so many years. Even when Noah was building that ship, Noah was telling them that it was going to flood. You know how many years went by before it really happened? But it did. He told Abraham that his kids was going to be captive and all that type of stuff. Understand this. None of those kids were captive, actually. See, the children of Israel went into Egypt willingly and lived amongst them due to the strength of Joseph. And he said a strange land. Everybody knew Egypt, so wasn't nothing really strange about it. This brother here, he was in a strange land. he was captive. You know what I'm saying? I think this was the strange land. They were brought to a strange land. Egypt wasn't strange at all. You know? Egypt was always in the works of God. God worked through Egypt with Joseph. God worked through Egypt with Abraham. God worked through Egypt with Jesus. Egypt is a whole entity of the gospel. This the 400 years he's talking about here. It's the strange land he's talking about. Because Egypt was already known. So how could it have been Egypt? This is strange. You know why? Because this is not actually America. And it was strange after the people possessed it. But look how the word of God come alive, right? He said, hey man, you know, your kids are going to be captive and all that type of stuff. And, you know, hey, guess what? Just from that mandrake, sure enough, all the kids was in Egypt. If you want to call that a strange place, you know what I'm saying? Then, you know what I'm saying? Right after that, someone from the bloodline freed them, just like the word said. So many years go by. Now, through the grapevine, I heard about how Satan was going to supposedly rule the world for 1,000 years or whatever. I don't know. That was after when Jesus died that initiated. But he's 1,000 years overdue for his captivity. That means he owes 10 times of that. So he's going to be captive for at least 10,000 years. Because this is the end of him. So let's see if we can come together and assassinate what's been assassinating us all these years. May the angels say amen, and let the world say word.